In just 72 hours, the biggest book product launch in history will happen. To pull this off, it's going to take months of preparation, millions of dollars in ad spend, and some of the best content marketing this world has ever seen. But the man behind the whole operation isn't new to this. He's an experienced business veteran, and over the course of just a few months, he's going to put together a marketing plan for his new product that's so elaborate and so advanced that some might say it's an art. But what we'll soon learn is that this content operation goes way deeper than we thought. With a hidden back-end strategy, millions of dollars at risk, and a psychological playbook that left the entire internet debating whether this whole thing was simply genius marketing,
things that we can take away from this that I think are really genius level marketing,
or a dark form of manipulation.
But then some concerns that I have, and there's one really big concern that I have coming off the back of this launch that I want to share with you, and it's going to do a lot of damage.
Six months before launch day, Alex Hormozi walked into a boardroom with his marketing and operations team. He was carrying an idea that has been brewing inside his mind for the past 4 years. But now, it was finally time to act on it. Pens and notebooks in hand, the team was ready to hear about a breakdown on retail pricing, possibly some premium upsell offers, and maybe even a new business plan. Instead, he proposed an idea so crazy, even his own team questioned it. Hormozi's grand strategy was simple. He wanted to launch the final book in his $100 million business lineup. With this being the third and final installment to his already wildly successful book series, he knew he wanted this to go out with a bang. So instead of following the typical product launch procedures people have already become numb to, he wanted this launch strategy to utilize various counterintuitive ideas. He proposed the idea of giving the book away entirely for free, using millions of dollars to advertise this item with a $0 price tag. This immediately brought a wave of worry over his team, and understandably too. To give a product away for free while spending over $4 million doing so, you'd be starting the launch with a $4 million hole in your balance sheet, not to mention printing costs, the huge staff on hand to make this happen, and trying to build massive hype so the launch is big enough to handle the financial debts. This looked like financial suicide, unless this whole operation was never about the book. It was simply a decoy for something much bigger, a hidden goal in the entire operation. And after Hormozi spent every waking hour crafting this book, we were going to slowly start understanding what exactly this hidden strategy was. Now look, content is the future for businesses and founders. People are building entire brands for their products simply by having creative marketing, and Forge OS can actually help with that. I want to personally help any business owner and founder alike build and scale their business online. We want to handle the entire creative marketing side of your brand so you can continue working on your business. We are actually opening up applications for this new operating system today. If that sounds of interest to you, you can sign up for free with the first link in the description. We are giving heavy discounts to every applicant who signs up with a link under Forge Originals videos. If you have a business, you want a brand online, go check it out for free. With the final book crafted with absolute perfection, it was time to finally understand where content actually comes into play here. See, at this point, Alex Hormozi wasn't new to this whole online branding thing. He'd already have years of content on every platform, a follower count in the millions, and a community of people that trusted him in the business and entrepreneurial industry. But if you want to make an event that breaks records, you need to make some adjustments. Introducing Operation Green Suit. Its mission? Make every entrepreneur and business owner alike on the internet see Alex's face everywhere. On YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, LinkedIn, you literally couldn't escape him. He was posting 3 shorts a day, every day, for months straight. These were clips taken directly from his YouTube, which was arguably the most powerful platform for this operation. He was walking his audience through crafting entire businesses, making content for ultra broad audiences, and hopping on as many podcasts as he could to share audiences with other people. But this was only the surface level of this entire mission. It's what these individual pieces of content were used for where we start understanding the true thinking of a business and marketing genius. While his content media team were putting on a masterclass in content marketing, the operations team were working on a way to capitalize on all of this new traction. And this is where we reveal the true intentions behind this huge plan. Hormozi was giving away his books for free under all of his pieces of content, but there was a twist. Behind the scenes, the system and operations team were working on perfecting the landing pages, ad creatives, and conversion mechanisms. See, Hormozi had a goal in mind. When he was sharing that grand strategy in the boardroom with his team 3 months prior, his metric for success wasn't book sales. It was actually building a contact list of over 500,000 entrepreneurs, getting them on a huge live streaming event, and funneling them down the most elaborate sales funnel I think I've ever seen. But to make this happen, you'd need advanced systems and a deep understanding of consumer psychology that goes beyond just content. And it all starts with his book, or what Hormozi has been referring to it as in his content, his secret project. All you had to do to get this item for free was by exchanging your contact information, which automatically signs you up for an email sequence to guarantee higher show-up rates to the huge live event. But did you think that was it? Not even close. The conversion process then redirected to a separate layer of landing pages containing 3 more offers. You could pre-order the hardcover book for $29.99 to get it 1 day before the event. This lower ticket offer helped pay for a majority of the ad spend and operations costs. Simple enough, but then we get to the next offer. For $5,998, you can buy the launch bundle containing the ability to donate 200 books, an ACQ AI tool, and a virtual implementation workshop normally valued at $35,000. This package sparked some controversy that we'll go deeper into later in this video. For those that purchased this package, they then unlocked a secret third offer landing page where for $18,000, you get a 6-month ACQ Scale Advisory Program, which grants a private school community and 6 live intensive covering marketing, sales, LTV and delivery, profit, people and AI, and wealth. If we take a step back from these offers, we finally start seeing why Alex Hormozi was so adamant on making his book free. Not only did he help millions of aspiring entrepreneurs get a free book, but he also wanted it to funnel into a scalable coaching business. Hormozi saw something that a majority of people didn't. The only thing more valuable than $4 million is an audience of over 500,000 successful and wealthy people giving you their full undivided attention. And as we will soon learn, having huge waves of attention from the right people grants the opportunity to break records, generate hundreds of millions of dollars, and make history. 30 days out from the event, this is when Hormozi and his team entered their most aggressive phase. Their content was working, they built the hype, they got the list of 500,000 people signed up for the event, and Operation Green Suit was in full effect. But to ensure this event was as big as possible, he added an even deeper layer to this operation. Alex wanted to build an affiliate army to dominate social media even more. Here's the plan. Hormozi's team distributed a full campaign kit to affiliates, later nicknamed the Affiliate Black Book. This contained pre-written ad copy, an email countdown sequence, SMS scripts, and even outline scripts for other creators to use in their own YouTube videos about the launch. And instead of paying cash commissions, he paid affiliates in evergreen content and access, then told them to pass those same rewards onto their referrals. It was an infinite cycle of growth. But here's the thing, this would have never worked had Hormozi not built the huge online empire that he did over the course of several years. He's been building and stacking up trust with his audience so much that his knowledge was seen as an incredibly valuable resource. This allowed him to build an army of people spreading awareness of the launch without giving up any real cash. And as the launch day creeped closer and closer, Hormozi and his team made sure everything was perfected. This event was going to be the result of years of effort and millions of dollars. If anything went wrong, everything put into this launch would be wasted. This had to work.
Cameras ready? Audio ready? Lights ready? Are you guys ready? Yes? All right. I'm Alex Hormozi, and welcome to my $100 million Money Models book launch event.
Welcome to the stage, Alex Hormozi!
970,443 copies sold in the first 24 hours alone. Over $100 million in total sales revenue generated across the book bundles and back-end offers, smashing the official Guinness World Record for fastest selling nonfiction book in history in less than 90 minutes. Sustained over 100,000 concurrent viewers live on YouTube for 9+ continuous hours. The $4 million upfront ad spend pulled back $7 million in pre-sales alone before the live stream even started. I don't think you guys realize just how crazy this list of achievements from one event really is. Obama, the literal formal president of the United States, had the global press, and not even he could break 1 million sales. Alex Hormozi and his team sold 3 times more than the president. But what I think is the craziest thing about the whole event is that a few days before the launch, Alex Hormozi talked about how cool it'd be to have a book called $100 Million Money Models, the book about making money, make $100 million.
The third book in the series, called $100 Million Money Models, the one that's about making money, making the $100 million, to demonstrate that anyone can do it if they have the skills and they have the patience.
And that's exactly what ended up happening. It all just lined up so good and really tied the story together. But what if everything wasn't as it seemed? See, I don't want to push aside the insanely difficult operation and strategy put together by this team. They all worked so hard to make this event a success. That being said though, following this event actually sparked some controversy online. Almost immediately, subreddits, YouTube commentary channels, and business podcasts began calling out the operation. The first wave of criticism hit his psychological tactics. Critics argued that trapping viewers in a nearly 10-hour marathon stream with constant countdown timers was a deliberate fatigue tactic, wearing down the audience's decision-making power before hitting them with a $6,000 sales pitch. The second wave hit the donation bundle. Many accused Alex of disguising an expensive, high-ticket coaching program inside a feel-good book donation campaign, pushing small business owners into debt for digital tools they didn't even need. But it's actually this bundle in particular that raises questions about if this huge number of almost 3 million books was actually legitimate. Though 2.7 million books were technically bought, if we look at the reviews a month later, it was reported to have only 239 reviews on Goodreads, with today's number still being a small 1,300 reviews. Obama's book, which had 3 times less sales in just one day, has 22,000 reviews on Goodreads. Is it possible that a vast majority of Hormozi's books simply were just never read? And then came the claims of manufactured scarcity. Thousands who stayed up all night to watch the stream live across the world realized that the once-in-a-lifetime free bonuses were still available on his website days later. It is interesting to see how much success he's had, yet there still seems to be a deeper side to the story. Was it brilliant marketing psychology, or was it dark pattern manipulation wrapped in a green suit? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget, if you are a business owner or founder looking for creative marketing inside your business, click the first link in the description and like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching.